Welcome to the Big Movie Mouth Off, sponsored by Dr. Volt's Comic Connection. Comic books,
Toys,
games,
geeky stuff.
They've got it all there. Go see them. They like us, we like them. We're here at Broovy Cinema Pub today to review more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from MSN Movies.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with SLUG Magazine.
Our next movie is Unstoppable, or Runaway Train, or Speed on a Train. Denzel Washington and Newkirk, or Chris Pine, have to stop a train that has a toxic payload from crashing into a major city.
And let me ask you, if Michael Bay's not directing this, then who is?
It's Tony Scott.
Shocking.
Who also has some of the same moves: desaturated colors, sweeping camera moves, shaky cam.
They both have ADD.
I'm Will Coulson. We're working together to train 1206. Is there a problem?
I just don't like working at a damn daycare center.
I don't like working at a retirement home, so.
All right. This ain't training. In training, they just give you an F. Out here, you get killed. Married?
Sort of. It's a long story. You married?
Got 2 beautiful daughters.
What do we do when we get to a railroad crossing?
Ritalin, here's your next investment.
You know,
these two guys.
I remember right when I walked out of that, the first thing I thought was, this is simple, dumb fun. And that's all it is. It's a catastrophe movie, but, you know, I almost say it's Speed. I think it's Armageddon. You know, that kind of...
It's what it is a summer movie that somehow landed in the fall.
Exactly. But, you know, what's kind of fun about it is Denzel Washington and Chris Pine do have a pretty good chemistry together, because Denzel Washington...
He's the cranky old veteran.
But you know what? He's perfect. I swear, for any script that calls for this, they're like, Denzel Washington, think of an old veteran who has this job for, 20-some-odd years, and a new guy comes into town, and he's got to give him crap.
He's Chris Pine, snot-nosed punk.
Does it sound like Training Day? Just a little bit. So Ethan Hawke went through it first, and now Chris Pine's going through it. And it works. It still works. It's not as good as Training Day, but, that relationship was great. But they still have fun with this one.
It doesn't have the same ambitions that Training Day.
Exactly.
Are you in or you out?
You want to kill yourself, you do it alone.
All right, you do what you want.
Wait. I'm not risking this company just because some engineer wants to play hero.
Not for you. Not doing it for you.
This is your conductor. We're gonna run this bitch down.
What this has is an ambition to, in 96 minutes, put you on the edge of your seat.
Which it does on occasion.
This film does. Is it smart?
No.
And by the way, clearly this film was produced by Fox. Because all of the news stations seen broadcasting the news about this runaway train are, of course, all Fox stations.
I'm glad you brought that up, because there's one thing, and it's not just Fox stations. I hate news commentary.
Yes.
I think it's the most drab thing, and this film is filled to the brim with it.
Yes, there's too much of it, and there's also one of my favorite almost checkout moments in which one of these Fox stations apparently has the top CGI artists working in the country because they can do a CGI cartoon recreation of what Denzel Washington and Chris Pine are attempting to do, even though they haven't been notified by it. Exactly what they're trying to do. It's one of those moments where it may make or break the film for you, but I guffawed. And then I got back on the edge of my seat. I had fun with this. I'll admit it. It's a popcorn movie. It's not going to change the earth.
No.
It's got competent direction. Some good thrills in it too.
The one thing I could not stand, though, and this just goes back to Tony Scott's ADD cinematography style, is that for about half the film, when they're in that I want to say cockpit of the train, the camera will not stop spinning, and it made me nauseous because I felt like I was on a merry-go-round that would never stop going. And so, I just want him to calm down for a second. If he takes his Ritalin before they take a shot.
I imagine that's what the inside of Tony Scott's brain looks like.
It probably is.
The camera just moves around and around in a circle.
And I love it because it totally has that, like I said, Michael Bay kind of feel, where you have people cheering them on, and of course there's a group in Hooters that are just jumping up and down with their arms in the air, because of course that's what Hooters would do.
You know what? If there's a thing missing from this film, One thing that would have really pushed me into the recommend this film sequence is if there'd been a slow clap.
There had to be.
There should have been a slow clap.
The director's cut will come out.
Still, again, I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if my expectations were diminished or I just needed sort of a summary movie after a lot of things that took themselves too seriously or disappointing things. I give it 2.5 stars.
I'm gonna go right under you because, like I said, the news commentary just it's such a bore. But 2 stars, you know, like you said, summer movie in the fall, simple, dumb fun.
I don't like it when you're under me.